Welcome back. A new study shows that the ground underneath Yellowstone National Park, where a supervolcano is located, is rising at a record rate, about 3 inches per year. Scientists tell us that we should be paying attention to this. Well, Jamie Farrell of the University of Utah joins us. He is the lead author of the study. Jamie, tell us about this study, number one, because we understand that if this thing erupts, that could cause a lot of problems for people in this country and probably around the world.
Sure, it's a big volcano and it's erupted in the past. Our study actually looks at the size of the magma reservoir beneath the ground, actually, and we found it to be about 2.5 times larger than what we previously thought.
Now, just give us an idea of what this could do if it erupted.
Well, it would be, if it's anything like it has in the past, it would be it would be a global event. Not only would we have the destruction in and around Yellowstone itself, but these volcanoes erupt lots of pulverized rock and ash up in the air and up into the upper atmosphere, and that material circles the Earth, and we would see a drop in global temperatures, definitely.
We're talking about climate change. We're also talking about volcanic ash probably covering all of New York City.
Well, you probably get maybe trace amounts over New York City. Most of the ash would fall closer to the farther you get from the volcano, the less amount would fall. But you might see trace amounts over there, yeah.
Okay, trace amounts, that's not so bad for all of us New Yorkers that want to make sure that we can survive all this. But climate change itself could be very catastrophic.
Yeah, just a small drop in the average temperature of the Earth could have big effects on food production and a lot of other stuff.
Okay, now that you've scared us to death here, I think the good news here is the last eruption was something like 640,000 years ago.
That is correct, 640,000 years ago. There's been 3 large volcanic eruptions in Yellowstone in the last 2.1 million years, and the youngest, like you said, 640,000 years ago.
Okay, I'm sure I'm not going to be alive then, but from what we understand, Jamie, is that perhaps this thing could erupt at any time.
Well, we expect it would erupt sometime again. We can't say when. And it wouldn't be a surprise, definitely. We have a whole system of equipment up there monitoring the volcano. We monitor the earthquakes that happen. We monitor the ground deformation that happens. We monitor the hydrothermal systems and how much gas is coming out. So we believe if something was going to happen, one of these large volcanic eruptions, we would have a fair amount of warning that something was happening.
What's a fair amount of warning in your mind, Jamie?
Well, we don't know exactly because we've never experienced one of these really large caldera-forming eruptions. But if we scale up from other volcanoes that we have witnessed, our best estimate, anywhere from weeks to months, probably, we would have the data would show that magma was moving into shallower depths.
Okay, but weeks to months, even if we had that much time, that still wouldn't do anything to keep people alive or much hope that we maybe have just weeks or months to live.
Well, it depends on the size of the eruption, definitely. And any time is good time to have a warning of what's going to happen, definitely.
Well,
if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You can't stop it, but any warning, I think, is good.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take Krakatoa east of Java over something like this. Jamie, I want to thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. And you're watching Arise America.